Thank you very much for coming back to Thinkers Guild. And something was kind of bothering me a couple of days ago. I was talking to a friend of mine, and we were talking about dating etiquette. And it just kind of reminded me of something that happened, about a few years ago. I was on a date. I had met this young lady, and I was getting off of work. Now, she was about 35 miles from me. And at that time, there was a lot of traffic. Matter of fact, it was rush hour traffic. So as I'm driving, I would constantly call her and let her know that I was going to be late. Matter of fact, during the course of the trip, I called her about 3 times. And she was very cordial, very understanding. And she said, okay. And then I kept driving. I told her while I was calling her, I was telling her where I was, and I was estimating about what time I would be there. So finally, I arrived. When I went into the restaurant, she looked at me with a smile and she said how I was doing. I said, fine, how are you doing? And she said, okay, everything was going well so far. She said to me as I was sitting down at the table in the restaurant, she said, I'm going to leave. You enjoy your food. Well, what happened? I came about 15 minutes late. She told me that she was leaving and she wanted me to enjoy my food and that I have a nice day. She said, order anything you want and I hope everything works out for you. Those were her exact words. And so I'm sitting at the table. I'm stunned. I'm like, what's that about? First of all, I traveled 30 to 35 miles through traffic trying to meet this woman. I called. I did everything I could to let her know that I wasn't going to be late. I sit at the table, getting ready to relax, have a nice conversation, and then she's going to tell me that she's going to leave, have a nice day, or have a nice life, or whatever. But was I upset? No, not really. Um, at first I was, but I must say the food at the restaurant on her dime was delicious. And I stayed there for an hour and a half. And I think I had a better time by myself if I was actually had the time if she was there. Because anybody who does something like that, I was thinking to myself, thank your lucky stars that you didn't have a further relationship with this woman. Because can you imagine how a controlling itch she is? Imagine that. If she started like this, can you imagine how bad it could have been if I kept a relationship with her? I just thought it was very inconsiderate, but I want to thank her for paying for my meal. That's Thinker Skill. Have a great day. And if you have any comments regarding this, and you think that she did the right thing, or maybe she was well within her rights to do that, drop a dime. Let me know. Have a great day.